channel points refunded. I guess you didn't use all the villain points.
No, I didn't use 2 of them, but hey everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Troubles Menacing Otari!
Yay!
Love that time delay. It takes a couple of seconds for my voice to reach America. And Canada.
America is it's hard to get here, out here in Utah.
You can go to the coasts. It's nice. Our weather's weird, but you know.
I am hoping...
I feel like our weather is weirder.
The Midwest has very weird weather. I guess
this
Utah's
week,
not the Midwest, but it's close enough.
We're in the
We've
Rockies.
had snow, rain. It's been -5. It's been 20 degrees. This is Celsius for those in the America.
Ew,
Ew.
Celsius.
That's some weird math you're doing, bro.
Weather's
does
been
that?
weird.
Okay, so 20 degrees is like what? Like 70 something?
70
American-
something.
Don't make me do
Okay.
math. I have not been awake enough for this.
I wasn't doing
So,
math.
Yeah, so I'd say 70. That's probably most accurate. And
Hear me
then-
out. Fahrenheit is the superior
It is.
one for telling me how hot it is outside.
I agree with
'cause-
this.
If it's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, that's a big number. That's gonna be hot.
And then
Hot as shit.
it was also 23 Fahrenheit.
Wow, that
And that's
sounds
like
anticlimactic.
That's cold.
literally the next day that we had fun and it was snowing.
Yeah, it is way too early to be doing, like, conversions for weather temperatures and stuff like that. Oh.
This is why the whole world should just switch to Fahrenheit.
Yeah, get with us. We're better.
Yeah, when you switch to metric.
Yeah.
Ew.
We
Metric
tried
is a
doing that, and it was
Metric
weird.
is a part of the American customary system. So
Most
There's
scientists in the States also use metric.
yeah.
It's nerds. The fuck?
I have not had a lot of sleep. No, actually, that's not true. I've actually had plenty of sleep, but I'm just not sleeping well at the moment.
Oh no.
I have a lot on my mind at the moment. But
It
before we get to
makes
that,
you feel
how has
better.
everyone's week been?
I just took an exam like an hour ago. So that was fun.
Anxiety-inducing on multiple things, but mostly because of the thing tomorrow.
Yeah, which is the reason I'm not sleeping well either. Like, it's good,
I
but
don't
it's
think any
also...
of us are.
I slept great.
I I'm running on 4 hours sleep because
What, a
I'm-
villain point? Gosh darn it.
On the bright side, it's downtime, so
Well
we don't have to
done,
worry about
thanks.
The dust bunny goblins that are running throughout our house.
Well done. Way to sabotage me.
Well... Are dust elementals the thing in this?
I think dust methods are.
Check out Sinclair's codex, where I'll make that the new entry.
Oh no, dust methods are a thing. So yeah, there's an
yeah,
optional
dust
encounter if
methods are
things
a
go
thing.
really screwy.
Yeah.
When
Planescape, there
Tiberius
was-
really fucks up cleaning.
In Planescape, there was a whole elemental plane of dust, so
What
you
would
know,
that even
we could
look
just
like?
go there. Dust.
Presumably really
Yeah.
dusty.
I feel so bad with allergies.
It was like where the plane of Earth and the negative energy plane kind of not really met, but it was like between them.
Yeah.
So shit got entropied there pretty bad.
Everything just has a general layer of dust on it.
Yep. Good times.
So yeah, dust methods are a thing, and there's also animated brooms. So we got options, it's fine. But, other things... Everyone level to level 3!
Yay!
Yeah.
Now, I do this for my Sunday game, but I figure I'll do this here as well. Who wants to go first with the stuff that they got for 3rd level?
I'll go first.
Yep.
I got where to go? I got a new feat called Untrained Improvisation, so now I can do all the cool shit, or
Yep.
at least pretend like I can do it.
Bluster your way through it, it's fine.
Exactly. I also got lightning reflexes.
Nice.
Signature spell is Soothe, so I can cast that at 2nd level.
Yep.
I do get a skill increase, which I think put into diplomacy, but I don't remember. And then my spell picks, I took invisibility.
Yep.
And blistering invective, because that fits.
Yeah, no, I do like blistering invective.
Right? So I can make fiery words happen.
Yeah.
And I think my fire resistance is supposed to go up, but the freaking foundry is fighting me on that, so maybe not.
If it's equal
supposed to
to
be
half
my
your
level.
that'll be next level then. Because
Okay,
with
so it
Pathfinder
rounds down.
2nd, yeah, Pathfinder
Okay.
2nd edition, it rounds down.
Cool.
Except for when it says it rounds up.
Like English, there's always an exception to the rule. But yeah, generally it rounds down from the numbers.
Yay! And that is, I think, everything.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I guess I can.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you
and I have
go.
a ferret in my lap. She's sleeping.
Aww.
Alrighty. So, Tiberius, well, he's learned the Arcana a bit more, going from the trained to the expert.
Yep.
And being the huge nerd he is, he picked up the unmistakable lore feat. For those who don't know, now he can recall knowledge using when he recalls knowledge using any lore subcategory. If he rolls a critical failure, it becomes a failure instead. So he when it comes down to lores, he can't crit fail.
Nerd.
And then, toss in dubious knowledge there as well, and I still get some information.
Yeah. No matter how things go, which is going to be interesting.
Yep. And then I got some more spells because 3rd level opens up 2nd level spells. So
Yep.
The big book got bigger.
Anything interesting, or do you want to keep it as a surprise?
Well, I'll go with the one interesting one because Tiberius has been using telekinetic projectile left, right, and center of this campaign thus far.
So he's been doing well with it.
He's got the upgraded version, animated assault. So instead of summoning one thing to fire, he summons a room of objects. He animates a room of objects to swirl around and attack the target.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Juliet, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I took as my general feat, I took toughness.
Yep.
So I can take a
Finally.
little bit more damage, guys.
What hit point
Uh-oh.
for level?
And so then I also get 2nd level healing font, which is really good. So now I can heal a minimum of 18 hit points when I roll ones on my heal.
It shouldn't
and
happen as
then-
often as it does.
It really shouldn't, but here we are. And then I took expert proficiency in athletics.
Yep.
And I gained trained proficiency with martial weapon. So that's fun. Can
Still
use
sticking
those
to the
now.
stuff?
Yeah. For now, at least. Because I've got deadly simplicity on it. So.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense, because the staff is the deific weapon for
Yep.
Nephis. Well, that's good. Osiris!
And that's just
Sorry.
everything, yeah.
That's everything?
No, I said that's just about everything, yeah.
Okay, cool. Osiris!
Yeah, sure. I got the least amount of stuff because I'm not a spellcaster like these fucking nerds.
Wow,
But,
way to be a loser.
Man, yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
you
get
know what
on
I
our
did
level.
get? You want to know what I did get? I got stubborn.
That sounds
Literally.
lame. That sounds lame.
Proficiency at will saves went up, and when I fail but don't critically fail, will save against an effect that would give you the controlled condition. I don't know how many times that even comes up in 2e, but all right.
The control condition.
I could attempt a second save against the effect at the start of your turn. So yeah, basically I can reroll any save that has to do with the controlled condition.
Nice. So when you stop
And I
fighting
took-
ghosts in possession, you'll be fine.
Yeah, me as James have not seen this rule come up too many times in my Pathfinder playing days. But that's okay. And I took fleet and expert proficiency in stealth, and that's it.
In my Sunday night game, the witch in the group, she has a tendency to use dominate on creatures a lot. Because it is really effective when it works. And
Yeah.
especially when you use it against creatures that have a lower will save. So, don't say never.
I'm not saying never. No. I know it'll have its use. I just mean more in the sense that, oh wow, I haven't seen this condition in a while.
And look, now I have an excuse to use it.
Nope.
That's when the rest of us get hit by it, but never you.
Mhm.
Well, here's the issue. Who has the lowest will save in the party?
Oh, that's a good
I've
question.
got
Me?
I've got a +9, so.
I got a +8.
I have a
Plus 8.
7.
Oh, well, Ridge is gonna get dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really seems like something off Rich's alley. Let's be real.
Can you voluntarily critical fail that saving throw?
I mean, I
But-
think you can voluntarily fail any saving throw.
See, I'm not sure. It's always one of those fuzzy things.
I know in first edition you could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there are
don't-
cases, for instance, with healing.
Yeah. I do not know about this version.
I know a lot of
Never
times
looked.
they specify like an ally can choose to critically fail, or like status, or whatever the one that knocks you out for a while. Like that will do it. Stasis, sorry.
But before we actually get started, as for the reason why I have not been sleeping well, is the same reason why I think Osiris here hasn't been sleeping well, and Nonat himself has not been sleeping well. The Kickstarter for Sinclair's Library goes live, if you're in America, goes live at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Nonat will be running a live stream for the 2 hours leading up to it, and probably for the first hour afterwards. Just
9 a.m.
kind of-
Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you. 9 a.m. Eastern
problem.
Standard Time. For those of us in Australia, that will be... I think I'll be... Well, no doubt we'll start streaming at around 9 p.m. tonight. Roughly.
11 p.m.
The live stream will be starting about 2 hours beforehand, and then the Kickstarter will go live at 11 p.m. So, that's not confusing at all. God, I love time zones. But, the Kickstarter will be going live, and like I said, Nonat's going to be doing a live stream. I'm going to probably be on there off and on. Nathan's who's our project lead for the entire thing, is probably going to have a face reveal on stream, which is going to be fun.
Finally.
I've only seen this dude's legs, so
What a fucking quote.
Wow,
Right?
someone clip that.
Wow.
so it'll be interesting. But such is the way of the internet nowadays, where we can be friends and never seeing each other's actual faces.
But apparently their legs. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a very brief picture, and it was removed pretty much immediately.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I'm just giving you shit.
Oh, I know. Legs are where the money's at, and there's a reason I have not shown my feet on stream. That
It's
was
a great way
replying
of
to
making
chat,
money.
but where last we left our heroes had just held off an assault by Grindelows, who are attempting to retake the fishing camp.
And there was like one not a Grindalo.
That was one shot. Like,
Yeah.
picked out from range and just bam.
Yeah, this is why I don't think gunslingers are strong enough in this game. I would like to propose a gunslinger reform match where I can one-shot anything and not just certain things.
You shush.
I mean, look, if you roll a critical to hit, there's a good chance you'll be one-shotting anything that's your level or lower.
This is when Matt just starts putting in immunity to criticals.
Yeah, I'll just throw you up against some mooses, it'll be fine.
No, hold on. That seems a little unfair.
Is that
It's completely
unfair?
fair.
Also, how is it that oozes are the big enemy for 2 games that are run?
Because the slithering is a weird adventure.
Kind of want to run it, not gonna lie, but I think I'd have to do too much body horror for me to enjoy it, and that's probably not up for everyone.
I'm down.
Well, there we go, I'm proven wrong already. But, with the assault taken care of, our players now have an entire building to, kind of carve up and do what they want with it. I sent them all...
Oh, I get to carve it up. Give me those floors.
I mean, if
I
you
can-
want to.
I can burn it down so we can rebuild from nothing.
This sounds like
mean-
a great idea.
If this floor plan doesn't work for us, just like whoosh.
I sent a PDF in our Discord channel, and it has some rules in there for doing stuff like that. But the first task, of course, unless you're going to burn the entire place to the ground, will be cleaning it up. But
Don't tempt me.
don't tempt anyone. Jeez, that torching a couple of things. But if you've ever tried to burn something that's this close to the ocean, it's an interesting
goes well.
experience.
Well, just burning wood in general is, unless it's, like specifically made, like dried out for it, is really difficult.
Whoa.
you're talking-
Apparently, spider webs are pretty flammable, so we could start the fire in
Yeah,
one of the
it's kindling.
spider web
You're
rooms
talking to
and then spread it.
a person who was born under the ocean as a fire elemental-ish being. Those rules don't apply anymore. I could light it on fire.
That is very true. I would give a circumstance bonus for that.
I'm a fish ifrit. Not that I actually do want to burn it, just we could.
It's an option. It's there. But rules is written. It'll take about 4 days to do the cleanup. If you want to do that, the other option is you can just go back to Otari or report your success. But Tamale did mention that she would stop by in a couple of days to make sure everyone was okay.
How far is it to Otari?
It's about an hour on horseback.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But
Not awful.
This,
it's-
especially seeing as we have what 3 mounts.
it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like, if you need to do a big shopping run, then it's fine. But, if you just want a coffee, then, it's a little bit annoying.
So we should get a coffee room, is what I'm hearing.
I hear the same thing.
Yeah, invest in the coffee maker. I mean, we can just toss it in the kitchen.
Well,
We
coffee
need
is the thing in Pathfinder.
We need a coffee cellar and a wine cellar.
Oh.
Well, I mean, as long as we keep them on separate sides of the cellar, that's a good distinction, and we save space.
But putting coffee beans next to wine could make for some interesting flavor combinations.
Yeah. Also,
Whoa, there's rules for having a library?
Yeah.
I know
I'm
who's
sad,
gonna
I'm
want
sad
that.
that you need to have. I'm sad that you have to have a study first. But
Well, it
I'm
makes
gonna have a
sense.
study anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the study's not gonna be in the same room as the library.
So you're gonna have a study in the library?
That's the plan. Have a study. The study's probably gonna be in the same place as the workshop because the study is specifically for doing interesting stuff with magic.
Yep.
Like it's essentially a magical workshop. And the library, I mean, Tiberius has a room.
Okay, so the workshop room is gonna be workshop and study?
That was my thought process.
Do I have to have all this religious commentary in my workspace?
It's not. There's no religious anything. It's all magic.
For Nethys, that is
Arcane
religious.
magic.
Yeah,
But-
fair enough. I,
This, once again, I would like to say, do I really need to have all this religious doctrine in here?
Just wait till I build a temple.
No, but here's the thing: the temple is in your space. This is my area.
well,
This is my
wouldn't
area
you
of
like
expertise.
some magical enhancements to the things you build in the workshop?
I mean, I would, but just keep down the symbols of Nethys, and we should be fine.
I mean, of all the symbols that have posted all over the place, black and white masks aren't that bad. It could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be
I
Robodog.
guess black and white can go okay with my yellow and orange and red, I guess.
And it
I'll
could
make
be
it
worse. You could have Lamashtu everywhere.
But I like Lamash too.
You like having
Do you-
jackal heads
The mo-
everywhere?
The mother of monsters.
Me as James, yes. That's just because I'm chaotic.
So, workshop and study. I know the room's big enough for that. And we've got a storage room. And Tiberius has already picked out a room for his bedroom. But what do people want to pick out for their own?
Which one? Where is Tiberius's? Oh, I see it. It's right there.
I think this could be my room.
Just usurping Blue's room.
Yeah,
I like this one.
I
once
can just chill with the ghost.
Once I clear out the spider webs and the
Yep.
remnants, this will be good. Has nice access to the ocean and a good area for entertaining, and it's close to the mess hall-ish looking meeting area, so I can just go eat.
Yeah, Ridge,
mean,
you
drink, I
could
mean-
also take one of the, in addition to that, take one of the two outer houses for your more clandestine meeting.
No, that won't be necessary. Those are too small.
I mean, they're what? They're like 10 feet
15
by 10
feet?
feet.
They're
Yeah,
10 feet by 10 feet.
10 feet by 10 feet.
I could do
That's
that,
100 square feet.
or I could entertain. Yeah, 100 square feet is not that big. Believe me,
I
I live in
mean-
an 800 square foot house. It's not that
It's the
big.
size of the room I'm in right now.
It's not that big.
I think it's about the same size as my dorm room.
Hey,
So I would be-
The size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it. Then.
It's the motion of the ocean.
That's
Yeah.
right.
This is what I have to deal with.
Did you expect better from us?
Not really. Anyway, I will suggest as a GM, especially if you're starting out in 5e or Pathfinder 2, take a couple of minutes one day, get out a 5-foot ruler or a tape measure, and actually figure out and measure out how big a 5-foot area is. It's a lot
Right.
bigger than the tokens represent it to be.
Like I said, I live in a house that is literally 800 square feet. It is not as much space once you start putting stuff in it.
Well, the whole thing was the entertaining room was has its own needs. You know, put in a swing, a bed, and a few other stuff, and you're great.
I'm not a prostitute. I'm a bard.
Is there a the difference
Yes,
is one
I'm
can
going
pay
to
Wow.
$20 for free.
Hold on.
I'm classy about it. Jeez. Communism keeps moving when I move Ridge.
Just that.
It just. Woo.
But it's like a Zelda puzzle.
Question.
Yes.
Does this building count as a pre-built kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I will take one of the outbuildings as well for something. I'll find use for it, I'm sure.
All good.
I'm in the ghost room.
And that's our kitchen.
Eliza's just rooming with a ghost, you
We have
know?
a dining room.
Are you actually gonna have a conversation with Blue about this, or just kind of?
Are you gonna
I
kick
can
Blue out of his room?
actually just move into this one.
Gonna move into the next
I
door
don't
one?
want to. Yeah, I don't want to bother Blue.
Well, that is a question that you'll have to. Well, all of you will have to answer at some point. What are you doing with Blue?
I mean,
mean,
free to
Just let him
stay here.
vibe here.
Chilling here, like this. He was here first. It's his house
Oh.
first, you know.
Give Blue that juicy ghost archetype, and have him be the guardian of our estate. Like,
Well, you have Ollie as well.
yeah,
okay.
but
Fun, but
Ollie's like a mascot. I
Oh my
had to choose
God,
my
can
words
Ollie be our
carefully because
mascot?
Ollie's a sentient creature, so I can't say pet.
No, very true. But
No,
mascot's a
mascot.
thing. Familiar is also an option.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Two people are like, "Hey, that's not a bad idea." The other one's like,
I
"Eh."
can't take familiars, so I mean I could if I picked up an archetype, but I can't be bothered. That's so much effort.
It is a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But Sinclair's Almanac might actually be working on something to help there.
Hey, didn't we talk about that?
presenting the familiar master archetype, where you can get all your familiar.
The familiar master archetype already exists. Jeez.
I know, I'm just trolling.
Just
God.
God. That's what you usually
It's not like
do.
I know which project this one is. I lost track of them all.
Didn't that happen a couple of weeks ago where it's just like, oh, which one's this?
Oh my God, that happened today with Nonat trying to pitch his concept, and then I did it a few weeks ago when proposing a new idea, and you were like, "Dude, you're literally working on that document. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up and go work on it."
But chat has also suggested a jacuzzi.
What are you doing?
Ridge
Yeah,
likes
just
that
make it
idea.
pretty
Turn
cool.
it into a sauna or something.
And look, there's
I
smoking rooms at
assumed
the
Ridge
moment.
was gonna power our jacuzzi.
Just get in the water and it starts bubbling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
Ridge powered jacuzzi.
You see, the
Alright.
real thing is stones with continual flame.
Heating stones are also a thing.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna write in sauna just
How
because it'll
much
fit better.
money do we have?
It can do double duty. Sometimes it's a sauna, sometimes it's a hot tub.
Let me check the communism.
Yeah, it has
Depends on
one
how
of those
wet it is.
removable floors.
Yeah. We'll set it up. We'll get go to Absalom and hire an architect or like somebody from Tiansha, and they can design like the whole like Japanese onsen thing for that.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of words I just did not understand.
Super nice Japanese hot
Get
spring.
cultured.
No.
You're not a weeb. Go away.
Oh, yeah. You guys say that like it's a bad thing.
It
I've
is.
seen what your anime stuff
Loser.
looks like. I'll take my chances on
Hey.
normal television.
My anime girls can dodge a bullet with their boobs, one boob at a time. So I don't want to hear it.
How dare!
Clifford is
How
not
dare
know
you
what
bring
you're
up
talking about. Not-
High School of the Dead. How dare!
What?
That makes me want
The
to
ultimate
watch
Kevlar.
anime less.
It's
Actually.
Anime girls
it's a
are snipers.
negative example. Let's just say that.
Anime girls are snipers' true weakness.
That's true. I just turned into like a bunch of like a pile of bones every time I go. Because I can't fucking master Roshi blood out of my nose. That's right. I've seen like 4 animes my entire lifetime. And I
Same.
refuse to watch more than that.
My favorite anime I've ever seen was Digimon. People may disagree with me that that's not the best anime of all time, and those people are wrong.
I like Death Note and Goblin Slayer, but
Okay,
beyond
but
that,
which series?
It's really weird.
Oh, the original series of Digimon.
Okay, the original series was pretty good.
I'm not a heathen.
Hot Springs.
I will say one thing is a lot of these rooms require gold pieces, which we are a little bit short on.
You
Well,
are a
we
little
just
bit short.
Go find more kobolds in the dungeons to kill and loot.
I mean, we could also
Just
like
massacre
sell
them.
stuff.
You
I
could
guess
sell
that's
stuff.
true. We do have some communism.
Do we need the fighter's fork?
No.
Because like I'm the only one that can use it, and I'm more using my staff. So that's 50 gold pieces right there.
The fighter's fork. I thought, isn't that what you're gonna use to eat?
Wow.
No, you have to be a fighter.
Yeah, only fighters can eat with that.
They're the only ones who have a proficiency high enough for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't have the fork proficiency? God.
I
you're so
don't.
fucking-
I have the finger food proficiency.
God, we're such nerds. This is fine. But
I guess
yes.
the people playing Pathfinder on a fucking live stream instead of doing anything else with their lives. Those
Yeah,
are
we could
nerds.
sell-
Those are heroes.
We could sell the fighter's fork, we could sell the steel shield, liquidate some assets.
Yeah, I agree. Let's throw the fighter's fork at somebody. We'll
There's also just
shield
like
their
an
steel shield.
emerald that we have in the communism, the dragon's eye.
Oh, we need the dragon's eye.
What do we need
Yeah,
it
that's
for?
that's for something.
It's a key for. It's a key. In a dragon statue depicted in the painting from Arcadia de Cortos, and I have already subsequently deduced a general location of it.
God,
Ah.
fucking nerd.
Indeed, honestly.
That was way
Hand
too
Can I
of
say,
disguise?
except I'm a
Did
lore
anyone
master
want
wizard.
that?
The what?
Did anyone want the hat of disguise?
Would be open to that, considering I have good social skills to make use
I thought
of
I
it.
took it.
Oh, that's right, you did, because you are a skeleton.
Why is it still in the communism then?
Because I'm lazy.
Because he doesn't believe in communism.
I don't.
Filthy
I am
This is
a
actually just
libertarian
snipers.
socialist.
This is actually
Um,
just Sniper's second inventory.
Oh yeah. I am a tried and true capitalist. If I take it from you, it sucks, loser.
So, how to disguise?
Mine.
Well, drag it to your inventory then.
I'm fucking trying. There it goes.
Yeah,
If-
we can sell the healer's tools because I have I have an expanded set.
Yep.
Uh,
The fighter's fork's getting sold.
I
Yeah.
have a gold ring worth 5 gold pieces. We could throw that in there. Just
yeah, we can
Just-
sell the gold.
why
ring,
not?
Yeah. Ridge is using the bolt of fine silk.
Yep.
I pour out the decanter of vinegar, prestidigitation it. We now have a crystal decanter that we can put stuff in that looks nice for when we want to be fancy.
Like wine or brandy.
Huh.
Exactly.
Wait,
Or
hold on.
water.
Did
Oh, water.
Did I throw the potency rune onto my firearm? I thought I did.
I believe you did.
I believe you did.
I feel like you did.
I feel like I did too, and then Foundry's telling me I didn't.
Yeah. Huh.
That's weird, but here is a short sword that I no longer need. Oh wait, no, shit. Do I need that? Nah.
Backup weapon.
You've used it enough that I think
You've used it
might
like
be.
once or
Yeah.
twice if you want to keep it.
Well, see, if I had a backup firearm, I would do great, but I don't have a backup firearm.
Well, you have some time if you want to build yourself a gun.
Any gun? Okay,
A
hold on. Yes, I do.
beast gun?
I don't think we killed the right creatures to get a beast gun.
You're also not the right level. I think the lowest level one is 6.
I don't
Take the
actually
dedication for it, yeah.
know anything about beast guns, so
It's weird because Eldritch Archer is 2nd level and this is 6th level, even though they relatively do generally the same things.
But, that happens, and I think the entry was based upon the earliest level gun. But I've done some research to the beast guns, so... Anyway,
Fine, I'm gonna look for my new gun.
just can't use your supplement from PFI.
No, it's fine. I figured.
Just
I
because
can't
they're
use the
advanced
thing
weapons.
that I wrote.
If
Those
we're
are
doing more,
advanced weapons.
if we're doing more of a Western campaign, then sure. But I'm
Oh,
honestly
what?
considering using it for the Laws of Alkenstar. But that aside, what are our people's plans for the next couple of days? We have carved up most of the house building, except Sniper needs a bedroom.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh god.
Bridge is going to probably either go back to Otari or something to kind of like assuming he knows that we're going to start building and shit.
Yeah.
He's going to go to Otari or something like that to start like building connections for supply and negotiating all of that stuff to get finding contractors and whatnot, but basically.
Yep, that's easy done.
Oh god, is it just me or is...
What is going on with people's mics?
I
Please,
don't
mine's
know,
fine.
No, yours is like the most broken.
Alright, are we still good?
Nope.
Juliet's is also very robotic.
Yeah, what happened, Discord?
Arigato, Mr. Robot.
Because I get everyone else except Juliet fine.
Everyone but you and Juliet
Yep.
Yeah.
are fine. The rest of us sound great. No.
No.
Let's talk this straight.
It is
Stream, how are
better,
we doing?
but it's not fixed.
Yeah.
Context is important.
Okay, so... Yeah, Chad, how does the audio sound?
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
So, we're just going to Otari for contracts. Sniper! Is it still being all distorted? Great, that's fun.
Dude, it all you know that robot from Portal 2?
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
you sound like
GLaDOS.
to me right now.
Oh, what? Yeah, no, look, I'm happy with that. Sniper, what are you doing for the next couple of days? By the looks of things, there's going to be an Atari trip at some point. No, has Discord just fully dropped out now? No, Discord has just fully dropped out for me. So, hi, hey stream, hey chat, how's everyone today? Is the stream still coming through alright?
Oh my god, you
Oh,
sound
you're better.
normal.
You're back.
Yeah, no, Discord was actually having an issue. And I think it's happening for Juliet as well.
How does it sound?
And Juliet's
Sounds fine now.
back.
We're back.
I just unplugged my internet and plugged it back in, so.
Good
It is
job.
entirely possible I will be switching to TeamSpeak very soon, especially if this happens again.
This is like the first time it's ever happened, though.
I know, but I have a low tolerance for this kind of thing.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Especially
So,
regarding Discord. But,
Sniper wants to build a slide pistol.
slide
Yes,
pistol?
I would love a slide pistol, please. Because that one still has the fatal trait, but also capacity, which makes doing more than just my usual stand, reload, shoot, reload, shoot. I can now quick draw and still be fine.
It's a weird weapon to use, but if I remember right.
Yes, but oh wait, sorry, can I do two guns? Because I can't use the Jezzel and the slide pistol at the same time.
It takes 4 days to craft something. You know the rules.
And how many days do we have in total again?
I will be giving you at least 8, but keep in mind you're probably going to have to do a day trip at some point to get stuff from Otari.
Okay, come back to me, but definitely yes on the slide pistol, because I need to find either a replacement for the Jezzel or figure out something else.
What's wrong with Giselle?
It needs 2 hands to get the fatal trait, that's all.
Okay. So you want to be doing Fatal more often?
I like the fatal mechanic, and I don't want to get rid of it anytime soon. I mean, I'm just being honest here, okay? I feel like lying about it and just going, oh no, I just fucking hate this gun is
No,
not
that's fair.
conducive.
Tiberius.
So, Tiberius grabs every broom in the place, dusters, what have you, and puts it into one of the rooms with the he'll start with his room, what's in his room with the webs.
Yep.
And he's gonna cast animated assault on those items to try and clean up the room faster.
Alright, so we discussed this a little bit before the stream, so I will
Yes,
need
we
an
did.
arcane check.
Alrighty, arcane it is.
And I'm opening my bestiary browser for Foundry.
That's a 27.
You are successful. And I have to double check to make sure whether that is a critical success or not. It is not. But using your animated assault and animating what brooms and dusters and everything else you can get a hold of, you manage to shorten the time cleaning specifically for your room by a day. So instead of taking 4 days to clean up the entire fishing camp, it'll only take 3.
Okay, so now my room's in a much better shape.
Yep.
So that was 1 minute.
Well, no, because it would be multiple castings over a couple of hour period.
Oh, that's okay.
I
Because,
do understand what you're saying, but remember you're using a spell to do something a little bit more finer than just rushing them about in a tornado of damaging flurry.
Yeah.
But you're also
I
not
mean-
expending the spell slot.
Oh, I'm not expending the spell. Okay, so I
No.
assumed I was expending spell slots.
If you're using it
Okay.
in a combat situation, then yeah, sure. But it's a case of you stand there, you take the long way to cast the spell, and instead of doing it in a rush, you take your time, you move the brooms, you take control of them, and you get them moving. It's Sorcerer's Apprentice, but without the... Well, if it had
So-
been a critical failure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all that means is the webs must make a saving throw against 12d6 no 12d10 I think it is.
God. They go
Yeah,
like 5 hit
12d10
points.
points of damage.
But besides the
that's
cleanup, what else are you doing?
So that takes me a few hours, you said?
Yep.
Huh.
And look, it would be mentally exhausting as well.
It would be. So I'm trying to think about like what else you can do.
If you want me to come back to you, I can.
Sure, yeah.
Eliza!
Yeah, I was the mother of pearl into town and liquidate those assets.
Liquidate the assets.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So that's the fighter's fork, the steel shield, and I think
healer's
and the
kit.
healer's tools.
Going to Atari is
And
going
I
to be a
think
whole
one
thing.
of the snare kits.
Yeah,
We can probably get rid of one of them.
Yeah.
And so that'll be like that's my first day, I assume.
Yep.
And then I'd like to officially make this room into a shrine
Yep.
of Nethys as per the base building rules. And that's what I'm gonna do for the next 4 days.
Because you're going
And
to do
I
the work
need
yourself?
to make a religion. Yes.
You do.
And I need to make a religion check. So, let us... Efficiencies. Religion. And I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Yeah, alright.
It's a skill check.
It is a skill check. And guidance is a cantrip.
That is lower than I need it to be.
You do have a hero point.
Yeah, I'll use it. Why not? That's higher than I need it to be by 1.
That is, but that is a success. So you do have
Okay.
your shrine to Nethys.
Lit.
What does it look like, though?
Well, I assume there's like probably Eliza takes some time and some paints,
Yep.
and she like paints a big wooden icon of Nethys.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of is then hung on the wall, and there's maybe like sort of a cushion in front of it so you can like kneel and pray to Nethys.
Yep.
And maybe there's like a water dish of some water that could become holy. Actually, I have the bless spell, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'm
you-
gonna make it holy water. We've got
Yeah.
some holy water in a bucket.
In a bucket.
It's not a bucket, it's a...
A font.
Yes.
A font?
yeah.
Yes. Though I do imagine Erastil, for instance, would have buckets of holy water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't imagine him being the font kind. So, giant wooden icon. And a font.
With some holy water.
Anything else?
That's it for my days, I think.
Fair enough. Well, Sniper.
Hey, can you check your Discord real quick? The chat?
The chat real quick.
Yeah, the one in Discord. I am where. So I've been doing some looking,
Yeah.
some researching. I need 2 guns.
You
'cause
need
of
2
course
guns.
I do. I did some nice thinking about it. Because I didn't get access to any of the other cool, unique firearms just because of the level I am at. I need a. Well, I'm trying to pull it up real quick. A dueling pistol and a. Sorry, no. I wanted a pepper box. And
You want a pepper box?
no, hold on. I had it. No,
Do you
there's the
have it?
second gun that I wanted. There was a second gun that I wanted, and it's not here. Okay, the dueling pistol because I needed it for the long range. And then I wanted the pepper. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
Yup.
Dueling pistol and the pepper box. Final answer.
So, a pepper box and a dueling pistol. Are you planning on
Yes.
doing any duels?
Do I need a duel with that?
No, it was just, a question, because,
Oh. Yes, I would like to shoot a few of my companions, please.
Oh, good.
just shoot your companions just willy-nilly?
I'm not
Yeah,
there.
why not? I will challenge Rage to a duel.
I'm
We
not
can
there.
Reenact Hamilton. I'll go
I-
into.
It's
Atari.
funny because
will-
I think
I
Tabir
will
is the
follow
only
you.
one home right now because the rest have dipped out to go shopping. And
Well,
Just-
it's...
I appear both there and here. I took the ghost archetype now, so
Awesome.
I can just appear in multiple
That
places.
sounds like cheating.
Yes,
it's
but
almost like, Cyrus brings this up every session.
He just wants
True.
more classes, I understand. He wants to take more of the archetypes. But I do have a question.
More or all.
Does everyone want to go to Otari together? Like, make a proper day trip of it for the entire party.
I would be willing to.
as friends.
I have friends.
yeah.
I definitely have friends.
Definitely could, because a lot of Tabir's things are. So he spent several hours on the cleaning up one thing. He's probably gonna spend several hours doing the next one.
Yeah.
A different day though. Probably the night.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And there's always also the case of if you really want to build a study, you'll have to get materials or get materials sent. You have access to a wagon, and that would be good for some furniture, but remember, this place was originally designed as a fishing camp, so actual office supplies are either not usable or there's just not much of them to begin with. And there is one other question. Well, there's 2 questions. One, Sniper, what room are you claiming for your bedroom?
The one I'm currently standing in.
Alright.
That's now mine. It has a good view of this side of the beach, and if any more of those guys show up, I can essentially set up a perfect sniper tower.
Yep, that's all good. And the second question. All of you still have a pit filled with giant centipedes.
I want to tame them.
This seems like a bad idea. But
Yes, it does. I would like to try.
You'd like to give it an attempt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've fed them corpses.
You have. They are well fed and they are well satiated. There is a pile of offal at the bottom of the pit where they are slowly just feeding and going through everything.
That's a nature check, I assume?
It will be a nature check, but I want to know what your approach is.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like... Well, I think we had deduced at some point that these guys were like pets to spiders. So I'm just gonna try to like emulate a spider to the best of my ability.
From what you can tell, and considering some of the things you've dealt with here. They were probably either tamed or partially tamed by the web lurker that all of you killed earlier.
I'm gonna try to emulate a web lurker.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, hey there, little scorpions, or not scorpions, centipedes. Off to a great start.
Perfect start. Yep.
Do you guys wanna work for me? Bada bing, bada boom. This is a business opportunity now.
Offer him a timeshare. That'll make even just better.
Yeah, so do I roll nature?
Yes, it is a nature check.
Give me, let's see, we've got a +1 because I'm casting guidance on myself. So we're that's a 13.
Well, that's not a critical failure.
That's good.
So, they're not hostile. They're just gonna have a neutral disposition towards you.
Okay.
So this isn't
So
they're tamed.
I leave them alone. They leave me alone. We're all vibing.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Like, probably don't sit in there with them.
I would not.
But-
Even if they were fully tamed, I would not.
What, you don't want to pet the centipedes?
No, too many legs.
It's just so they can give you better hugs.
Better hugs.
Yeah, better hugs.
But yeah, so that is that.
Well, as I said, you'd spend a little bit of time with them, and it's mostly a case of just keeping them fed and satiated. With the amount of food that's in there, they'll be fine for like a couple of weeks. Insects don't eat a hell of a lot. They just kind of need a constant flow of it.
Yeah. And then in my downtime, if I'm like not expecting to do combat that day, I can prep, create food, and just sort of put that in there too.
Just mix it up a little bit for them.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have a spell that allows me to summon food.
Apropos of nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
But before we go to Otari and handle everything with that, I do have a question for our players for their characters. Considering everything that's happened over the last couple of days, how's everyone feeling? You went from going to the basement of a glorified gaming hall to kill some rats before uncovering some sort of kobold conspiracy to raise a dragon in secret. From there, you saved / defeated a bunch of undead in a graveyard that were apparently worshipping Urgathoa, to a fishing camp that what you were told was pretty much abandoned, but found out that it was overrun by spiders and web lurkers and apparently used by fish people. It's been a full-on couple of days is what I'm saying, and how is everyone handling it?
Eliza's happy to have home ownership on.
Yeah. Tiberius almost died, so that was a thing.
Yeah.
Definitely, repressing that.
Just gonna push it down. It's not a thing. This is fine. It's fine.
He'll deal with that another day. Aside from that, I mean, he's happy to get his own library up and running.
Yep.
He also has still a bunch of more things to do in the 8 days.
Yep. Well, there is lots of work to do.
Yeah.
No, not the homeowners association.
Please, not the homeowners association. No, anything but
Don't
that.
take away my centipedes.
Oh god, now I'm just expecting I'm thinking a Karen just showing up and being like, well, this isn't up to code, and the fishing camp has to be painted this specific color, and your grass is too long.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
you have too many grains of sand to be part of this association. Please reduce it by at least 15% by the next quarter.
Well, there's a protective ward for you. But, Sniper, how are you handling things?
Involving the Karens, not too bad. I put bullets in their heads.
Harsh.
Only fantasy ones. Does that make it feel better? I will clarify that. Just so my career doesn't get ended and clipped to death.
For legal reasons.
For legal
Canceling.
reasons. Oh, I don't mind the canceling part. I just don't need to deal with all of that extra Twitter drama on top of the cancellation. Anyways, overall, Sniper has come back from the dead before, so, I mean...
It's just a Tuesday for you?
It's not that it's just a Tuesday. It's just more of a sense that this is more of a... I don't know, like, not what he expected returning back to life would be like.
Oh, what was he expecting it to be like?
I think he thought that he'd be a little bit more like his former, like, self. With, like, surrounded with a few more, like, actual androids and, kind of, like, more flesh on him. Not so, like, rot, to the point where all the organic, synthetic organs and shit were on me and now rusted off and not there anymore.
Yeah.
Besides that, he's just happy to be here. Just, he's not sure why he was brought back yet, but it's a interesting time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good to be there here all the way.
Yeah. However, not having a tank is equally great.
What are you talking
getting...
about? I'm a tank.
Yeah, when the rounds you're up, sure, I will 1000% agree with you. You drop, I get hurt.
Alright. And Ridge.
Ridge is rather enjoying any celebrity status he can get out of this, because of course it's what he is deserving as a descendant of a great Efreet noble.
Well,
So
yeah.
of course these people should recognize that Ridge is a badass.
Ridge is a badass. Out of character, I think that. In character, I still want to strangle you.
Well, there's also the whole thing of you have a beach house now.
Home ownership, baby.
Things you can only do in a fantasy game. Number 1, own a house.
What's the old
That's
joke?
so
I
true.
love Sims for the escapism, where I can actually own a home and have a decent
have
job
money.
that plays well.
That pays well and still have time to do things.
Well, yes. And streaming is not as much of an uphill battle to actually make a living off of.
What uphill battle? You are making money?
I've got a payout. A singular payout.
I'm kidding. Hey, at least Sinclair's dropped tomorrow. So you know what? Maybe our entire lives will change when Jeff Bezos donates that $30 billion he promised to us. So I mean, we'll
Don't
never
be
have to work a day
silly.
in our life.
We're not Critical Role. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, and that's why I can't argue with you. Just a small reveal here that I just want to give to everybody. We're getting our own animated show. Things to fuck around with in Otari.
It's much more of like a sitcom audio drama.
Oh yeah. If you thought Legends of Vox Machina was adult, just you wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically Ridge's chapters.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the Ridge montages are gonna be the fucking worst.
Wow. But, canceled after 2 seasons. So,
Yeah.
No, we're gonna have a
No,
Firefly
canceled
thing
mid-second
where...
season. It doesn't even get the second season full.
No, I swear to God, we're gonna have the Firefly thing where Amazon's gonna release it at weird times, switch the time zones in which it's released, and then just drive it to the ground, but we'll have such a cult following that,
we
we'll
get a
always
movie
be
out
asked
of
to
it.
bring back for season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eliza,
Sniper, the wrap-up film.
Yes.
how is Eliza handling everything?
She could swear that her healing spells were more effective in the before times.
Yep.
When I had complete creative narrative, it was the best spell ever.
I didn't roll ones as often as I thought I did. But she's thankful to Nethys
Yep.
that she has been able to recover all those times she's gotten knocked out. Things just keep bonking her on the head real good.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
And but luckily she has fantasy health insurance called Healing Font.
No, that is very true.
Can you
But-
inform your premiums on those divine fonts?
This is what would happen if you had a cleric of Abadar.
I'm
But
sorry, but your copay was rejected. Do you have any other forms of method?
Eliza, I wanted to specifically ask you about what her feelings are regarding Urgathoa. Because
Not likable.
yeah,
I really didn't like nearly getting killed by those very mean things that kept targeting me because you were like, oh, they deal extra damage to you.
only because you're a divine caster.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the whites.
Really don't like those. Undead in general, not great vibes.
Yeah,
Except for Blue. Blue has great vibes.
Blue has great vibes. A little sad, but otherwise fine.
And
But Nephis' feelings on necromancy are somewhat mixed, I think would be the best way to put it. As far as I'm aware, Nephis is okay with necromancy to a point, but doesn't like the excess that Urgathoa goes to.
I mean, to be fair, as a school of magic, Eliza is a big fan of necromancy. That's what her heal spells are.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I guess the bigger question is, has the experiences with Urgathoa changed Eliza's opinions on necromancy?
as far as, like, the raising of the dead, she thinks that there probably might be some application in which it would be theoretically useful.
Yeah, a lot of
But
qualifiers there.
So far, she has not been able to see that
Yeah.
in practice.
Yeah, no, look, that's fair. But, yeah, no, I think that's everyone. Though we'll ask Tiberius a similar question you've encountered some various different magics and rituals and encountered some religions you might not have had any real world experience with. So how is he handling all this? I know you mentioned he's pushing down a lot of the near-death experiences, but this is more the ritual that was happening in the mausoleum, for instance.
Oh, that ritual was fascinating to him, and in a somewhat detached sort of way, because that ritual was just about the gods only know how close that was to killing us all.
Yeah.
So, but it was almost like a piece of art to Tiberius's mind. So it's the things like these are the things like that are the main reason why he's out here. It's to find stuff that you wouldn't necessarily learn or see in a classroom.
Well, yeah, it's to get that practical experience out in the world. That's kind of what your old professor was kind of approving of you leaving, was to go out and experience the world a little bit. Figure out some things.
Yeah, so there's that. As for the other religions, Tiberius is not the biggest religion guy. Sure, he worships Nethys and also Shaika.
Yeah.
But he's no cleric. He finds some of it fascinating, but he's not going too deep. He's more into things of the arcane and occult.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But so that brings me to two questions. One, the ritual that happened in the mausoleum, would Tiberius want to recreate it? From an academic standpoint, of course. And maybe a couple of alterations to make it a little bit safer, a little less profane. We're back? What did I do to Sean?
What was the last thing you heard?
I got a little bit distracted because, I noticed that it was starting to drop out. God, I'd like to know what's going on with the internet. But and we're back. God damn.
We're back.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone.
I might end up switching to TeamSpeak just because it's less sexy on the bandwidth, but I probably will also be switching over to Forge for hosting, because I think that might be part of the issue. There's just too much getting pushed through the bandwidth. But would Tiberius join Eliza for prayer is the main question.
Not to the extreme that Eliza's doing probably.
Oh God, no.
No, he might go on the he'll try it once on Nethys' holy day, and if Eliza's a bit if he's not jiving with it, he's gonna just be like, I'll do this on my own.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Okay.
All really depends.
Well, next question then.
Eliza would be thrilled to have someone join her service.
Exactly, that was the question I was going to ask. Because I imagine services to Nethys wouldn't actually be that preachy.
No, not really. It's mostly magic is great.
Magic is fucking awesome. Every
should-
plane in the universe should have it.
We should aspire to, use magic to enhance our lives. And also seek out knowledge to enhance our lives.
Then yeah, Tiberius would attend the weekly mass.
Would it be a weekly mass? I guess.
I believe, probably there are in the Galarian calendar, there are
Followers of Nethys gather from all around for this service.
there's 3 specific holy days, but different religions touch upon those holy days
Yeah.
differently.
He just goes the high holy days, but he doesn't go farther than that. He's a cultural Nethys worshiper.
I mean, no shame in that.
Yeah. So
I didn't say there's shame in it.
It's like going to church once a week.
Yeah.
But you don't go to like youth group.
Yeah, or the youth group, the odd other social events, maybe like like the community barbecue or what have you.
The leadership camps. I remember those all too well. But, Eliza, before we go to break, I need a religion check from you.
Amazing. I'm good at religion. Should I cast guidance on myself for it or no?
No.
Okay.
This is not something you would have preparation for.
I think it might be, I might have to reload Foundry. Give me a sec.
Yeah, you probably have to if I've had to disconnect.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's
Yeah,
fine, we're
so
doing
now
theater of the
gotta
mind at the moment.
load. Yeah. I just, needed to make a check, and I clicked the button and it didn't roll, and I was like, I should probably reload.
This is one of the reasons I'm probably going to switch to Forge, because if there is a disconnect on my end, it won't affect anyone else.
If you want to go ahead and roll for me, that'd be fine.
Yep.
While I load back in.
You sure I might roll really, really badly?
Yeah, but you also might roll really well.
So far, from my experience, whenever you roll for Eliza, it is amazing.
Look at that!
Yeah, okay.
I should have you roll all my things.
I mean, that's super not how it works.
See?
That
And
should be how it works.
continues on. I called it.
Let's go.
Eliza, it is on the night when you finish the shrine and you make your dedications. After a busy day of hard work, getting everything set up and organized and doing the proper consecrations and dedications to Nethys that are required of you, you finally manage to lay your head down to rest. And over the last couple of days, you've gotten used to the sound of the roaring ocean just coming in so close. You've lived in Otari most of your life, but it's always been a little bit further apart from the coast, whereas now you're literally beachfront.
Yeah.
But even in your bedroom as you sleep, you hear the roaring ocean and the water lapping up in along your ankles, and there's definite feeling of not submersion, but definitely like the tides coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And as your vision kind of shifts, you see a depiction of the moon off into the distance and the vast ocean stretching out before you. And even as you look at the moon, the figure of it changes and shifts from being a full moon to being the symbol of Nethys, the black and white mask.
Mm-hmm.
And as you watch, you kind of feel this pull towards the ocean. And as you stare out, a vast building rises from the depths. You intrinsically know this to be some sort of library, a lost holy place of some sort, and you feel the pull of this towards it. Like there is some sort of power to be beheld in this place. This grand building dedicated to knowledge and magic.
Mm-hmm.
How you interpret this is up to you. But when you do wake up, or when your vision comes through, you do find
I'm in
yourself.
the water.
You do find yourself standing in the ocean.
Oh, what? My socks are wet now.
That's awkward.
Because yes, you would be in your pajamas. Deities rarely concern themselves with such things as, is my follower in their pajamas or not?
They
I
really
would like
They
to
don't
gingerly
care for comfort.
step out of the water and take my socks off.
Of all the things to think of first. But yes, you managed to get your socks off well and fine. But how does Eliza respond to this?
Probably sit and think about it for a second,
Well,
and then probably run in and wake up Tiberius.
well, I will say, even as you sit there and think about it for a couple of moments, there's still that pull. Like, it's not a heavy compulsion. It's not something that requires a will save, but there's definitely... It's just a sense that there's something out there.
In the water?
In the water.
Dang. If only I had water breathing. If
Only had a
only I
friendly
were an
neighborhood.
Azur Teddy.
Yeah, no, if only there was someone in the party who could actually breathe the water and, you know, do something about that. And maybe something could be arranged to do something else with it. But
If only.
if only. But you're going in to wake Tiberius?
Yep.
Yep. Sans socks.
Well, I took off the socks.
So now it's sand-caked feet.
Yes, now it's sandy feet.
There we go.
Tiberius, just sort of shaking him awake.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I had a vision from Nethys about a library.
Oh, that's nice.
A
Typical.
very big library.
A library. It's my birthday. No, I'm sorry.
Am I still
give me a
dreaming?
second. He's like, yeah, he's waking up.
Yep.
Stretches. How can I help you?
Well, I figured I'd talk to you first because you love libraries. But I think...
Oh, God. Yeah, no, keep going.
I think we should wait until the morning. I think Ridge brought a friend back from the town. I'm not sure.
Eliza, nah, she is too excited about this vision from Nethys to be stopped by silly things like interrupting her friends, and would like to walk into Ridge's room.
Oh.
Ridge, hello.
Is
Hello.
Ridge occupied?
Roll a d20.
See, that's what I'm about to
DC
do.
11 flat check.
He is solo tonight. Oh, communism rolled that for us. Thank you, communism. Why am I communism?
Godspeed. Right, because you have the
If you have it
chest plate.
selected.
Oh. There we go. Okay. What?
I need you to look in the ocean for something for me. Please?
Keeping in mind, it's like 2 a.m.
It is like 2 a.m.
There's an entire ocean.
What the in Arshe's name are you talking about?
I had a vision from Nathis. And there's something in the ocean. I'm pretty sure it's
There's
a
lots of
library.
things in the ocean. There's lots
but
of
I'm-
libraries in the ocean.
I'm pretty sure
My-
Nethys wants me to find this particular library.
Ugh. Why did you wake me up at whatever ungodly hour it is to tell me about a stupid library?
Because I need you. Because you're the only one who can find it. Because I can't breathe underwater.
Ridge, because the question is being asked of you, give me a society check or a bardic lore check.
I will do society. I actually am not the bardic lore type of bard.
That's all good. I wasn't sure. That's why I gave the option.
That's okay. I will be a society type bard. 15.
15.
Yeah.
The ocean is big and vast. And being asked to find a specific place, specifically some sort of building or ruin that's at the bottom of the ocean. Since the time of landfall, where Galarian had its last big disaster, the amount of ruins that are actually on the ocean floor are numerous. And without some specifics, way too hard just to search for on your own.
All right. Eliza, what time
Yes.
is it?
Is there... I'm not sure.
Okay.
Based on the moon, I would say it's somewhere just past midnight.
I'm not drunk enough for this. All right, Eliza, I understand that you're excited, and I appreciate your excitement, but the ocean is a very big place. There's more ocean on Galarian than there is land. A lot more ocean than there is land. So, why don't we get our beauty sleep, and in the morning you can tell me all about this magical library under the ocean, and give me any clues to where to find it when I can process them after I've had either my coffee or my morning whiskey, depending on what I feel I need
Why
to deal with
choose?
this.
Gunshot breakfast.
Because I am not about to go into the ocean on a wild chase looking for a library that could be anywhere at
But
midnight.
I think it's actually... and I sort of go out to the window and I point to where it was in my dream. I think it's actually there.
Well, I'll be able to see it better in the morning.
He's got a point there. But with that, we will go to a short 10-minute break. And we will probably go to Otari and figure out some things from them. But thank you everyone for being here so far. Like I said, we're just going to go on a 10-minute break so people can get drinks and stretch their legs, etc., etc. But I hope to see you back then after that. Alrighty. Hey everyone, we're back after our break. Just got drinks and things like that. I got myself a coffee, so I'm feeling a little bit better now. I've already had the equivalent of 2 coffees, but you know, early morning streams, yeah?
Yeah.
But
No, it's like 8:30.
oh god.
8:15.
It's like 6. What are you guys talking about?
Time zones.
Ah, I
Down the
hate
level.
them so much. So, like, I understand their use and everything else, but it makes some things way too frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, their main use is no longer really needed. We could literally just use UTC and call it a day.
It's tempting. It is very tempting. But the trip to Otari for our
Do you
dear,
want me
dear
to make,
heroes.
the Arcana check for cleaning up the webs again.
I'm not gonna let you reduce it by more than 1 day for the entire task.
Oh, okay. So I'm not. I can't just continuously cast it more and more.
No.
I tried, guys.
Fair.
I mean, if someone else wants to attempt something similar, then they can try to reduce it, but
I'm gonna magic missile the walls now.
I mean, if you wanted to demolish the walls, I might actually end up recreating this map in Dungeon Craft, or that thing I use to make my dungeons,
All right.
and
Okay.
make it a little bit more custom and clean.
I guess magic missile in the darkness. No, that's what I have light for.
It's a reference.
What's it a reference to? You know what?
What?
Off
Oh.
topic. But the trip to Otari, everyone's going?
Yep.
This will be early in the downtime, I
guess.
guess. Well, look, Sniper, you're gonna need your materials for your guns anyway.
Oh, I know.
Because you're not gonna be able to make it out of fishing tackle, unfortunately.
Can't MacGyver this.
Damn it.
But if you were a goblin and making their junk gun,
Oh, really? Really? Can we switch ancestors real quick?
no. You had your
Aw,
chance
that
to play a
fucking-
goblin.
I've played so many goblins. Heaven forbid I switched it up a little bit.
You say that like there's too many goblins to play.
No, I'm not saying that there's too
Just
many
gotta play.
goblins. There's just not enough options in second edition.
I've played
That
so
sounds
many
fake.
humans.
And look, there's now the option to play as a Skelly Man as well.
Oh yeah, I want to take feats from that. If it was the right ancestor.
Well, we will discuss that later. Because you do actually have a good... For once, you actually have a good point with that one.
For one,
What? I always have good points.
sounds fake, but okay.
Give me an. You know what? Let's just get back to the game.
Yep.
I won't delay us any further. So I
Shall
heavily
we go
object to your
visit
statement.
Otari?
Yeah, well, the stairs still exist, so you can tap the stairs on the western side of the map and pop yourself over there.
We just take stairs to Otari.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually in Otari's basement. Fun fact.
Oh yeah.
Take the cliffside stairs, it's fine. I do like the stairs mod a little bit too much, though.
It is handy.
It is. It makes scene transitioning a lot easier. Is that the communism in the ocean? No, it's the quick
Very
snow.
good we go.
We will share the water.
It is our ocean. Brothers, sisters. Our ocean. But Otari, people had a couple of things that they wanted to do. But
I wanted to
Yes.
liquidate assets.
Oh, it loaded me back to the. Whoopsie. I did a dumb.
it's okay.
Maritime losses, communism win. I'm a maritime lawyer. My name is Cherith Cute Story. God, I hope somebody knows that reference.
I want to say our
Good
flag
reference
means
there,
death.
bro.
Nope.
Yeah, sorry then.
It's an older reference now. It's Arrested Development.
Ah,
Oh, I just finished binge watching that show. I stopped after like season 3 just
It
because.
was where he met Maggie Lizer, the blind lawyer.
Oh shit! Yeah, and then she wasn't blind.
Then
and
she
yeah,
wasn't blind.
Yes, I
But-
remember.
He pretended his name was Cherith Cute Story, a pirate lawyer. You're
I remember that.
Captain Hook.
Was
Such a
this
good
the
show.
season that Buster lost his hand?
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
now.
It was one of those because then she pretended to be pregnant and she wasn't.
Yeah, I remember this.
also,
should
love
I
the dad
sell?
jokes in the chat.
Our stuff to.
Well, you do have options.
Amazing.
Whoever gives
Um,
us the best deal, we
how
will
much-
personally.
Does Rin buy things?
Yeah, she'll buy
Deals in
things.
magic items. Does she want to buy a fighter's fork?
Ooh. See, I don't have a picture yet for Rin.
I do.
I was about
I
to
will-
say. I
I
know
will
Micah
donate
does, and I was
I
gonna
will
actually
donate
buy it.
Oh, okay. Well, I will throw it at you anyway right now so that
Yep.
you have it. Let me. Here she is. Maybe.
But yes.
Discord or cooperate. She's a tiefling elf,
Oh wow.
and Discord is telling me no.
Too
I don't
big?
know, I saw
Files are
artwork.
too powerful.
I saw artwork for a orc tiefling for Outlaws of Alkenstar, and I gotta say that's my favorite combination right now. It was fucking
Ooh.
hot.
Oh,
I will admit.
wow.
Holy shit, Micah, you killed this one.
Why, thank you. And this
Yeah,
is up on
100%.
Pathfinder Infinite if anybody needs her art for a thing.
Just so people can have a
Amazing.
better look at her. While I actually transfer it over. But that is Rin.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
I would like to walk in and be like, hello, do you want to buy this? And I pull out my fighter's fork. It expands, and I expand it.
We are mature individuals.
Whatever you say, Matt. Whatever you say.
She goes, whoa, okay, that's interesting. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Where did you find this?
From a fish person.
A fish person. That makes actual a lot of sense.
What is their name? Sorry. Eliza would probably remember. I do not.
I can't remember their proper name, and that's on
Okay.
me, but I know they're referred to in the bestiary as scum.
Ulakini.
Rebel scum.
Ulakini. Thank you. Rebel scum.
We got
my
it
notes
from
are
a-
my notes are helpful.
From an Ulat Kini.
Oh. They can be something of a problem in this area. I'm guessing it wasn't done by.
Yes.
There we go. I was about to say I don't think you would have gotten this in a fair trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's a fascinating design. I'd be more than happy to buy it.
For how much?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay, I'm actually pretty alright at those.
You're pretty alright at those?
I am, in fact, pretty alright at those. Oh. So.
Ooh.
You know what? I gotcha. To sell things, there's a 0 point.
Oh, great.
Wow, really?
Hey,
Fine.
hey,
Spend
that's
your
the
channel
one.
points.
I tried. Okay, I gave you so many villain points. It's on you that you didn't use them all.
So that, we add 10 to that, so that's a
Yes.
25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Well, I can give you 30 gold pieces for it. Or 3 platinum if that's your preference.
I want it noted that technically in her inventory she has 0 platinum, so I don't know where she's getting this 3 platinum.
Well, she also
It's called
doesn't
the
have 30 gold
magic
pieces.
of-
She's 188 in the chest I'm looking
Oh,
at.
no, sorry. I'm looking at the communism. Because I had to get the price check for the Fighter's Fork. But no, I'm happy to give you 30 gold pieces for it.
Does that seem like a fair price to me?
Fair enough.
All right. And I sort of shake on it.
Well, she gives you the 30 gold pieces for it, and she takes the fork. And she goes, I must admit, as good as the enchantment is on this, I'm more interested in the artistry for it.
It does look quite fancy.
Well, there are some questions from both a cultural and, well, just a practical standpoint as to how they actually make weapons. She places the trident back on the counter and goes, this is a metal weapon. As far as I'm aware, that requires fire and heat. And I can't imagine you'd be able to forge anything underwater.
How much does Eliza know about the ocean?
I mean, you've lived by the ocean your entire life.
You know a fire ocean dweller.
Yeah, so like, would Eliza know about the fact that undersea vents are a thing that exist?
I'm sure Ridge has mentioned it in passing
yeah.
since that's where he was born.
Well, perhaps they use undersea vents, which are like hot gas things.
See, that is an
shoot
interesting
up on the
point.
sea floor.
I mean, that brings up other points as well, though. How would you hammer metal? But then I guess if you're trying to make a shape like this, you're less after an edge and more of a piercing point. Anyway, I think that is a discussion for another time.
Are you gonna take care of the inventory stuff? As far as taking it away from me and giving me my money?
Bitch better have my money.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Alright.
I'm gonna see wherever this works.
Well, it's gone.
It's gone, and we didn't get any money, so...
Alright, I will add the 30 gold pieces to the communism.
Yeah.
And we keep referring to it as the communism and not communism, so...
yeah, let's rename it to the... give it a...
There we go.
Proper title.
It's the will of the masses to call it the communism.
Well, I must bid you adieu. I have a couple more places to visit before the day is up.
Oh no, that's fine. Rumor has it that Tamily has you at the fishing village. Or the fishing camp?
Yes. We
There-
we helped clear it out. That's where we actually got the fork.
Well, because there are a lot of rumors that go around about that place.
What kind of rumors?
Hauntings mostly.
Well, there is a ghost.
There's actually a ghost?
Oh yes, his name is Blue.
Okay, so I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah, he lives in the bedroom next to mine.
At that, she kind of just raises an eyebrow.
Lives as a subjective term.
Well, it's not even the whole question of lives, it's also the whole... Forgive me. I took you for the more religious type?
Yes.
I thought you would have performed some sort of exorcism.
Well, he's not doing any harm, and he has as much right to be there as I do. He was there first.
I mean, you're not wrong. Sorry, I just find it unusual.
I mean, I thought it was a bit weird when we first met him, but he seems quite friendly. Aside from the fact that he is rather depressed, but, you know, that sort of... I'd expect that would happen to anyone who was unfortunately dead.
Well, not just that. Ghosts have a tendency to, latch onto certain emotions and feelings, and that tends to become the crux of their existence.
Huh.
It's why some ghosts tend to be very aggressive and very hostile.
Well,
But if yours isn't aggressive or hostile, and you would be the expert here.
Well, I must be going to sell the rest of my goods around town to the appropriate vendors.
Nope, that's quite alright. If you come across any other magical works or anything interesting, I'd be more than happy to have a look at it.
Of course.
I might not be as much of an academic as others in town, but I do have a thing for the more unusual items.
Tiberius.
Well, there's also booksellers on the street.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. We will begin to that. Un momento, por favor.
yep.
But with that, I will switch. Who wants to go next?
I mean, going from booksellers to Tiberius seems like a very
A smooth transition.
like a transition made for it.
Almost segue-like.
Yeah.
Well, Tiberius, you're familiar with Odd Stories.
Yeah.
You've been here once or twice, and you've actually asked them a couple of
Exactly.
questions. And it's where you first encountered the postcards.
It was, yes.
And-
Tiberius enters on in. Hello.
Oh, hello again. Tiberius, was it?
Indeed.
So,
Let me open up.
what can Odd Stories do for you today?
I'm in fact looking for odd stories.
Oh?
Um,
It is something we specialize in.
Yes, well, I am, building a library.
Oh?
And I'd like to grab a few things to liven up the, place. And I was wondering if you have any recommendations.
Well, we do specialize in fiction and other esoteric volumes. Don't tell the Dawnflower Library that you're starting up your own library, though. They might get jealous.
I mean, the more knowledge in the world that's accessible, the better.
That is what I feel as well.
And
And
it's not
honestly,
like I'm taking the books from there.
jokes aside, the Dawnflower Library feel very much the same. But this is more a matter of what subjects do you want to cover? Like, what is the crux of your library? If you want it to be just, something fun and casual, then we can certainly provide a lot of fiction books. If you're after something more specific, then that's also probably something that we can handle for you. You might have to get something shipped in from Absalom, though.
I think I'm looking for more of a range. So dedicated shelves and such. Let's start off with getting a few various different primers to get me started. So, I'd like to get a few of Yadia's works on magical staves.
Yes. I think we might actually have that on stock.
Ah, lovely.
We don't have the revised edition, of course, but
I can get the footnotes for that at a later date.
as I understand it, there wasn't many alterations to it. What was the name of the book?
Yadia's treatises on magical staves and
Oh, we got Yada
How
Yada
they
back,
can
do we?
I'm gonna bring them back continuously.
Yada Yada's treatise on magical staves. Alright.
Yeah, it probably has a subtitle and what have you, but that's not important.
It's all I need from my notes. Well, no, he goes over to one of the bookshelves and he plucks the book down. Goes, like I said, we have a copy of it. I would usually say that this is some pretty dense material in here, but I think you're more than capable of handling it.
That I am. Additionally, my compatriot has been working on crafting stuff in the workshop, so I'll probably take that basic crafter's guide there to give us a bit of common formulas to work off of.
Well, he goes over to another shelf, and it's like half the shelf is just filled with the basic crafter's books. I know the inventory only says one there, but he's got a lot more than that.
Of course.
They're one of our best sellers. Hobby projects, stuff like that.
And that trilogy of romance novels there.
Ooh, very nice. I see you're a man of culture as well.
That I am.
Now,
I've read the first one, but I'll probably restart in full to read the entire trilogy.
very well then. Now, as for more books, or at least the amount of books you'll need to outfit a library, what size are we talking about here?
What size? So, you see Tiberius's room.
Yep. I have
Now imagine that's a library with a bed and a desk.
So kind of how I would like my room to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have 4 or 5 bookshelves. You probably can't see from the camera, but yeah, they're all packed with books.
Yeah, so 100% like his room is going to be a library.
Yep. I'm imagining like the bookshelves will be packed, but you'll also have like the book stacking going on.
Yeah, books that like you'll have the thing, but then you'll have like his desk will be covered in like loose papers, a bunch of like strewn about tomes. And if you were to close these tomes and go to put them on a shelf, there is no space. There's like a stack of reading material next to his bed just because of overflow.
Yeah, No,
And there's
that's fair.
Probably a bunch in the study as well.
And you have one of those under bed bookshelves as well.
Yeah.
Just like
Probably
drawers.
has
filled with-
probably has an like above bed like cabinet like thing like you
Yeah.
see in a, yeah.
Well, Odd Stories is more than capable of handling the materials for the library or the study that you want to build. And as I have sent over the PDF, you can subtract the gold from your funds or from the communism if people agree to it.
I don't think we
like
can
we'll
afford a
n-
library yet.
I feel like we'll never hear the end of it if we don't give you a library, though.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
so
doesn't
a
a library
library
cost like
require
250?
given the document, a study requires 40 gold. That's
Yep.
fine, but a library requires 250.
Okay,
Oh lord.
so the library's a little bit far off, but you can get the materials for the
so-
study.
Yeah, I'm getting the materials for the study. These books are more or less my hint that hey, the library's starting. Also, the book on staves is hinting that maybe I want to get around to making a stave.
Well, Odd Stories does have a couple available for purchase. I don't think you can afford them though.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Also, looking at the personal staves.
Oh, the signature one. Not the signature. It's from Secrets of Magic. I know what you're talking about though.
Personalized devs?
Yeah, the
Yes.
personal ones.
But Yada
I've
Yada's
used that
Tree
rule
Ties,
before, it's fun.
Magical Staves is more than capable of doing that. Or at least
Yeah.
giving you the foundation for it. I'm going to have a look at the rules again for it, because I believe it's not really accessible until level 5.
Yeah, I believe it's level 5 is where it starts off. That also allows me to pick up. I have to wait to pick up magical crafting to begin with,
But I
which
think having to
have set
wait.
for level 6.
Yeah. I think having to wait until level 5 is kind of BS. But that's a personal thing that I will be
Switch
looking.
your, you can switch your arcane thesis to staff nexus.
That might be up the alley. Currently, it's quick study, which has served me well, but I might look at retraining to staff nexus given how, given Tide methods and such, and a bit more of a lean towards there.
Also, as you get more spells, the ability to switch them out becomes less of a necessity.
Yeah, it was really big early on.
It just
Whereas
doesn't pay
now-
off as much, yeah.
Yeah, now it's like I have my set spells, and we're doing research beforehand, so it's kind of like, hey guys, just wait till tomorrow. I researched the night before, and we're good to go.
Well, with that all settled and done, he's like, do you need anything else for now?
Just relook at odd stories, going through. So get the
Go
gifts
for
of
the notes?
craftsmen. That will be all. Thank you again very much. I will be
Sweet.
back.
Alright, who wants to go next? Ridge or Sniper?
I'll
Bridge, you're
go.
up.
Ridge is gonna do two things.
Yep.
And he's gonna stay in Otari for a while. So, thing number one is he's gonna start asking about contractors
Yep.
and builders and stuff like that who are interested in work. Thing number two, he is going to ask around about Torrent of Brightwater again.
Alright. Well, Yep.
I figure the fishery is probably where he'll start, and then if that doesn't work, probably the Thieves Guild.
well,
Um,
yep, go on.
and that, I think, is probably his first two leads. The
Mhm.
fishery more for contractors, because that seems like a place that you go after a long day's work, but both places for info if you can find anything about
Mm.
Torrent.
Well, upon your arrival, you immediately meet eyes with Tamale as she sees you enter. And she goes, "Oh, Rage, it's good to see you again."
It's lovely to see you as well, ma'am.
How do things go with
have you
the...
been?
Oh. I've been a little bit worried, if I'm being honest.
Oh, well, you needn't worry. We have cleared out the Grindylows and the spiders.
There were spiders there as well?
Oh, yes. Large, monstrous, horrid creatures. But don't worry. The four of us took care of them, and we met I forget what the
Protean.
little dragon is called.
Ollie?
Ollie.
Little Ollie? Little Ollie the
He's
Scallywing?
a waddle.
We met Ollie,
Ollie?
who is doing very well.
Hmm.
And do you know Blue, by any chance?
At the mention of Blue, her face kind of drops a little.
Oh,
Yes. I did know Blue once upon a time.
well, I sense that you may not have properly been able to say goodbye, but for better or worse, you have that opportunity now because his ghost is lingering
Oh,
and wish to give any final words that might do well for him.
oh. I mean, yes, that's good. I'm a bit sorry that that his spirit wasn't able to move on, though. He was who I put in charge of the fishing camp when I couldn't be there.
Oh, that's terrible that he passed during the attack.
We were dear friends. I'd come to terms with the fact that he would have perished when everything happened with the fishing camp, but I didn't know he'd become a ghost. But I'm glad. I'm sorry, I have mixed feelings about all this now.
I understand this is not the unexpected arrival of somebody you thought dead is not an easy thing to come to terms with. I apologize for causing you distress.
Oh, it's fine. It's not distress, it's just, as I said, confusing emotions. But I'm glad you managed to clean out the camp, and hopefully we'll be able to resolve things properly with Blue.
Oh yes, absolutely, and it was our pleasure. The camp should be safe now. So if you would like to come visit, we would be delighted to show you around, hopefully before Eliza and Tiberius get too carried away. They've already been talking about plans that they want to do.
Well, as was originally stated, if you clear out the camp, it is yours to do with what you wish. I will be coming by for a visit, especially now that you've mentioned everything with Blue. But I will probably also be sending some fishers your way in the next couple of days.
Delightful. We will ensure that there's accommodations for them.
Do we get a monetary reward?
Are you gonna bring that up, Ridge?
That's a good question. Let me roll a dice at myself.
Easy done.
No.
That's why I specified monetary, chat.
Oh, gotta move the picture lower. There we go. I can't
No,
move it
Ridge
much
will
lower
not
than
mention monetary reward because he's trying to keep the landlord happy.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And oh yeah, but he will mention when she talks about the fishermen coming by. Oh, we'd be delighted to have them. If you could arrange for some extra supplies to help with the extra hands on that will be showing up, that would be very much appreciated.
Oh, I will send some additional supplies over, absolutely. The fishers in question should be able to take care of themselves for the most part. It's mostly just they want to go further up the coast for other fishing waters, and not having to come all the way back to Otari to make landfall again would be something of a beneficiary for them.
Oh, fabulous. And I believe the docks are still in good shape. Speaking of... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to mention the scum. Like, are they
yes.
still an issue?
No, we have taken care of them, and I will be going out into the ocean later. I have some errands to do. You know how it is when you are setting up a new place, but I'll be going into the ocean after that's done to check out and just cover the bases, make sure the scum are all far enough away that they won't be bothering us.
Well, you're not going to be going out there by yourself, are you?
I might. But if I feel it's too dangerous, I have Eliza and the others who will probably feel left out if I don't take them along anyway.
Well, it would be a fascinating journey. I must admit, there's not many people who get to see the below the waters.
Well, should you be there when we make the trip, I would love to show you around under the ocean.
Ooh, I might actually take you up on that offer. I'm a little bit too old to be getting involved in fisticuffs, but I've still got a bit of wanderlust left in me.
Fabulous. Once we get the little matter of breathing squared away, we will plan on a delightful underwater tour.
Oh, well, that'd be lovely. There were rumors coming about that someone had managed to get their hands on a bathysphere, which might be of use to you.
On a what?
A bathysphere. It's a, well, essentially it's a big, like, bronze copper orb that people can fit in, and it can go underwater, or it can travel underwater.
A submarine.
Fascinating.
The Boffins up in Absalom developed it.
Fascinating. I wonder if any of the other Azarketi back in Absalom have heard about this contraption.
Well, I don't know the details of it, but I think it was developed to help with their military operations. But
Well,
it's not maneuverable enough to actually be helpful for such things. But exploration.
I will let Sniper know. He's very good with all of those machines and such, so he might be interested in taking a look.
Oh, well, if he wants to have a look. You can ask around. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I know that someone had it. You know, fell off the back of the wagon kind of thing.
That's quite a prize for somebody to have lost, but fortunately, it works out for all of us.
Now, yes?
Oh, speaking of supplies and the like, you wouldn't happen to know of any good, reputable builders or workers? There will be some repairs that we need to arrange, and I'd love to have trustworthy types come in and help us.
Oh, No, that's. Yeah, no, I know the people that you can send. I can send out for you.
Perfect. That is
They
much.
they usually charge for remote work, but I'll have a talk to them and get that waived for you.
You are too kind, Tamily.
Oh, you've done me a kindness more than once now. It's the least I can do.
Well, we will make sure that the camp is in tip-top shape going forward, and soon it will be the crown jewel of the coast, Absalom notwithstanding.
Well, as kind as the people of Absalom would like to say that it's the crown jewel, I think it's gotten a little muddy in recent years.
I would agree with that. It's a bit of a mess.
It is, especially after all that business with what the cult of Norgobur, and then there was the whole thing with the Proteans. It was a whole thing. I'm just glad it's all done now.
As am I. Did you know they still let the Norgorber High Priest walk openly? Ugh.
Right, especially everything.
Perfect.
It's just, it boggles your mind.
But I suppose when one passes the test of the Starstone, the Absalom natives get a little bit excited.
Mm-hmm. More than a little. But was there anything else I could help you with?
No, I believe that's everything. We, as I said, we are drafting plans and making our wishes and all of that, so...
Oh, well then. Well, you're happy to stay for a drink if you want. First one's on the house, as usual.
I would love to, thank you.
And I must admit, you yourself have become something of the talk of the town.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Almost like someone picked up the celebrity archetype. All glowing things.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, and if anybody wishes to see me, you know where to find me, and I will be glad to regale them with a song. Or just some conversation.
Well, some good conversation is absolutely needed around here. Lots of long-winded stories, but nothing of substance.
I can imagine it takes a lot for big stories to come out of Otari sometimes. It's a lovely town, but it is rather small, and sometimes the news is not as groundbreaking as it would be in larger towns.
Alrighty. Unless you have anything else, we'll jump to Sniper.
I'm good with that.
Well, Sniper, I have dragged your
Aye.
token onto the map because I don't think it was there yet, or it got lost in this.
No, because the foundry was acting a little weird for me, but it's fine now.
It does that when I have connection issues.
It's fine.
This is
Currently,
fine.
my extensions that makes everything dark theme is trying to apply to Foundry, and it's not fighting well.
No,
it's
I
fine.
did that as well. Let's turn it off for Foundry.
Yeah,
Because it was making everything just the same solid color. It's just like,
it was so hard to read. I will admit that. I'm trying to find the place that had. I think I'm gonna go to the Otari Garrison.
Otari Garrison?
Yes, because that one has the a potential thing I need.
The potential thing you need.
Okay, because I've been doing some digging while the Ridge Encounter was going on.
Yep.
I know this is above level by 1.
Oh.
if we're deciding to do this underwater thing, and I don't want to be useless, there's
Yeah.
an air cartridge firing system at 4th level in the Guns and Gears book, page 183. It's uncommon with 75 gold pieces to it,
Mhm.
but I can attach this to a any firearm. But I take a minus 10-foot penalty to the range increments of the weapon, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because if I can just, instead of buying parts for my gun, I could just buy this instead, and I'll just stick with the Jezzail for a little longer.
Well, walking into the garrison, because it is very much a garrison, there's still a couple of soldiers and some guards. Otari is it doesn't see a lot of action, but because of its positioning and a couple of other factors, it usually does have a standing garrison that's pretty hefty. But
Gotcha.
they see you walk in, and particularly there's a lot of eyeing towards your firearm. Because, once again, as regular as firearms are becoming to Galarian, there's still something of a curiosity to a lot of people.
I look at their swords and scoff.
Just openly scoff.
In my head, I'll scoff. You'll see, like, the eyes will, like, flicker for a second.
Oh, okay.
As if, like, trying not to laugh.
Well, eventually, someone will identify themselves as a commanding officer, will come over and go, "Hello, yes, can I help you with anything?"
Yeah, I'm looking for some parts, or maybe you have something that I could potentially use. Would like to
Perhaps.
purchase it off of it.
Um,
See, I'm looking for a cartridge system, one a little bit designed to contain oxygen in a very compressed state.
Oh, he looks to your firearm and goes, "Underwater expedition?"
Yeah. For some reason, they were like, "Hey, let's bring the guy with the gun to the underwater place where
Oh.
guns don't work."
Well, it wouldn't be the first time Atari has been visited by... Sorry, Arcadian?
Numerian.
Numerian, right. Well,
Yeah, I'm a Kelid.
once again, we don't usually get too many people from... I mean, either of those. I can't think of the last time we had someone from Numeria.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a journey to get here.
But... we did have something, because we had to claim it off of Glade's Claves.
Mm-hmm.
But a long time ago, there was a adventurer who passed through. Not sure what happened to them, but their equipment ended up in the various stores and places around here. And a part of it was in fact a cartridge system.
Interesting. And to purchase this item off of you,
Yes.
how much is it gonna run me?
Well, give me a diplomacy check.
Well, it's just sitting here eating dust. I feel like my -2 diplomacy,
Ooh.
because I have the emotionless trait. Sorry, emotionally unaware.
Yeah.
This is why I have Ridge. Fuck.
Feels bad, man.
Look, it's not a critical failure. But 75 gold pieces it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Could,
willing to let it go
could
for that
Sniper
amount.
use one of my hero points that's sitting around?
Look, I might just go grab somebody who can speak better than me and have them flash their, "Oh, I'm famous."
Yeah, did you know I know Rich?
I'm an influencer, okay? So the fact that you're not giving me a full 100% off discount, I will literally get your business shut down on Abadar's Twitter, okay? So I'd like to speak to your manager first off. You know what? I don't have that kind of cash on me right now, but if you give me a few minutes, I'm gonna go acquire the party's accountant, and I'll be more than happy to get this settled with you.
Very well then. Accountant? You grabbing Tiberius?
No, I'm grabbing Ridge. I have 75 gold. I need somebody who can lower this,
Oh, okay.
so I can still afford dinner.
Do you even eat?
I do actually. We had to determine that the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Androids still have to absorb nutrients from food.
I need so it maintains the synthetic.
Oh, that's right.
Formerly
That's right.
synthetic body.
Yeah.
Now it's just keeping nanites in check.
The nanite swarm must be fed, otherwise they spread out and devour all life on the planet. What?
Yes.
I'm surprised that's not
I
a
think
history
Numerius
injury.
is in trouble.
Well, Numeria is going through some things at the moment.
The fall of the technically, yeah, I'd say so. Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
It's a tiny thing.
But
Yeah, fall of a Nazi empire must be, pretty busy.
Sniper, going to retrieve Ridge
Aye. Yes.
or ask Ridge for Ridge's assistance.
I would love Ridge's assistance because I can't speak to humans.
Ridge is busy drinking in the fishery. Or the hatchery.
Hey, okay, yeah, I'll go there.
Sniper! Hello! Come in. Everybody, this is Sniper. Did you know he shot a dragon in the skull right between the eyes? And the dragon fell over dead on the spot. It was magnificent and totally
yes.
intentional.
Yes, I did.
Definitely what happened.
Mm-hmm. That's
No
how I
one
remember
cast
it.
magic missile.
Yeah, there wasn't 6 missiles of force hit right afterwards.
I don't remember that part. Yeah.
Sniper,
hey,
have a drink on me.
you know I can't get intoxicated, right?
No, but it's the camaraderie, the fun of it. The participation.
Look, as much as I love, I guess participating in things, I'm having a bit of a trouble here, and would love your assistance.
Oh, you're in trouble and you need my help. I would love to help you. What is going on, my friend, my dear friend, Sniper the Dragon Slayer?
A cheer kind of
I
goes
like
out
you
from the
more
crowd.
when you're drunk. Yeah, I need to get a air repletion. So basically, I need to buy this system that would convert my weapon into an air-based instead of black powder-based propulsion system, so that I can accompany you all in our next adventure.
There's a couple of people
Unless-
around the table overhearing the conversation, and just as you start to talk, they just kind of you see their eyes just glaze over.
Ridge's eyes also glaze over because he has no idea what the fuck Sniper just said. A what?
I basically need to put air in my gun, and the guy's being a dick. And
How is he being a dick?
He's not giving me the discount that I need.
Oh,
for
okay.
saving his
Oh,
life.
you know what? I have untrained improvisation. I can make a crafting check to try and know what is being talked about now.
Yep,
Yeah,
give it a shot.
sure,
No, I
Nope.
have no clue.
You have a
basically
vague
what it's gonna
understanding.
do is it's going to remove the black powder portion and essentially replace it with very capsulated air that would push the trajectory of the bullet into a much faster pace that would allow the water resistance that we would encounter to be greatly minimized.
Ridge stares in with that blank, glassy-eyed face for a
Yeah.
second, and then he puffs his cheeks out and does that thing, just poofs the air out real fast. like he's, mimicking what he thinks the gun would do.
Yeah, just like the whole. Ridge, from
Close
your
enough.
check, immediately what comes to mind is why doesn't he just use a harpoon gun?
Why don't you use a harpoon gun?
The harpoon gun doesn't serve the effects that I'm trying to go for.
A crossbow?
I don't like those. They feel weird. Have you ever fired a crossbow?
I have, actually. I'm quite an archer, if you did not know. I can use a crossbow of various types, and I can use. I'm quite adept at a short bow as well. Did
Well-
you know I have hit targets from many yards away? I don't remember how many because I have had a couple of drinks, but I can hit targets with a bow.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
for
That's
doing
the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
that. You're welcome. Look, I can't relate to people on an emotional level, so I'm asking you politely, if you could help me here, if you want me to be of assistance in your trepidation into the sea.
Ridge claps his hands and stands up with a flourish.
No.
Sniper, my friend, it would be my pleasure to help you accomplish this task. Shall we be off? He offers his arm when Sniper starts hesitating.
You're just seeing the ultimate like BioWare shutdown. As, like there's too many variables that he can't account for right now.
Yeah.
Windows
essentially.
XP shutdown music plays.
Yeah. Essentially broken him for a minute.
Just
As
the
he tries
loading
to
signal
reset.
appears in your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, come on, show me who we need to talk to, and I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but you miss 1,000 of the shots that you don't take. I think that's the right phrase. That's it.
I mean, that is factually correct. Don't get me wrong.
You can't shoot a gun without a target? No, that's not right.
No, I can definitely shoot a gun without a target. How about we just get a go on? I need to go to the garrison.
Oh, I know what it is. Guns don't work underwater.
That is exactly why we need people to. This is why I need the air. Can we? Let's just go. All right.
Yes, let's be off.
Let's go get some compressed air.
Delightful.
Just casually compressed air. It's fine. Well, upon your return, the commanding officer, kind of expecting you to come back in a hurry, will immediately...
Sorry that it took me extra time.
Immediately, the commanding officer will be like, Ridge!
Hello, Commander. How are you?
I'm quite well, thank you. It's good to see one of Otari's favorite adopted sons to be back in this dear garrison.
Oh, you are too kind. You are far too kind. It is my pleasure to come here. And what is your name? I'm assuming I haven't met him before.
No, Lieutenant Samuels.
Lieutenant Samuels, I will remember that. It is an honor to meet the commander of Otari's finest.
Oh, I would like to say I'm the commander. I'm second in charge.
Well, you are doing a magnificent job at that. I mean, I would scarce have known if you had not told me that you were not the one leading the operations here.
Always a flatterer.
It helps me get through the world, I must say, especially when I am in the presence of such a capable and strapping warrior like yourself.
There is a little bit of a blush that kind of goes over his face. And he goes,
Oh
well,
my god. You smooth talking motherfucker.
he took the archetype, he gets the stuff. That's how it works.
I'm not blaming. No, I'm proud of Micah for pulling this off, okay? This is nothing but admiration.
But, how can I help you today?
Well, I believe you've met my good friend Sniper. He was very helpful in. Did you know he killed a dragon?
Killed a dragon? I heard that
One
they found a
shot.
dragon underneath the
Yes,
fishery.
that dragon. The green one. He killed it. One shot, right between the eyes.
Oh my. That is
Yes,
quite an
that was
accomplishment.
him. Right? That's what I've been saying. He's fantastic. And I can't sing his praises enough. He's a very good friend of mine. We've been traveling for a while, and we recently expelled the scum and the spiders. That's scum with a K, by the way.
Mhm.
They're horrible fish creatures. I don't know if you've met them.
We've
here.
had... In the past, we've had some tussles with them, but we've managed to press them back, and I must admit they have been quiet over the last couple of years.
Well, I presume that is because they decided to go after Tamali's hatchery up the coast.
I did hear about that. Unfortunate business.
But fortunately, Sniper here was instrumental in repelling them.
Oh, wow.
Flawlessly, he's fantastic shot. Better than me, even. I could not shoot a dragon between the eyes, and I've never tried, but
Oh,
I'm reasonably confident that's a bit beyond my skill.
well. I think the slaying of dragons is out of the purview for most people.
I agree. It takes a special type of talent to be able to do that.
Oh, with good aim, it's not that hard. You just make sure you set up your shot precisely between where it needs to be.
And
not
he's-
having a
He's
scope
so
with-
humble too. He
Wasn't that an accidental shot that you took
It
at
was.
that
It absolutely
dragon?
was.
nobody will know because they
Nobody needs
there.
to know.
weren't.
It's all about
Did I
the
kill
story.
it? That's all that matters.
And the
It was a
thing is,
group
you
effort.
didn't kill it.
No, from my
The final
perspective,
blow was the magic missile.
But
I think it was Eliza's magic missile.
I believe it
not
was.
to brag.
well, the VODs are available on YouTube, and I don't think Twitch will have them anymore, but they are available on YouTube for anyone to go through and be able to decide for themselves.
It is very subjective. You really have to watch the video and make your own decision.
And maybe leave a comment and a like about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe
Maybe even
watch it a
subscribe.
couple of times, you know?
All right. So to that end, I was wondering if I might request a favor.
Yeah.
You see, I am about to head into the ocean in a few days, and I am obviously an Azarketi. I have to return to the sea every so often, and there are some ruins not far off the coast that I will be investigating, and I would very much like Sniper to come with me.
Yes.
But as you know, guns, these contraptions do not function very well underwater, and I am he's loath to employ a harpoon or the like. So I was wondering, I had heard that you had some sort of device that would help these firearms function underwater. I was wondering if we might be able to acquire that from you. I would certainly be willing to make up any cost deficit in other ways.
Certainly. Well, far be it for me to separate you from your dragon slayer. How about this? Do you see a need to permanently own it? Because we could probably rent it to you.
Bridge glances at Sniper briefly.
That'll work for now.
If you want to borrow it for a couple of days, I'm sure we can do that.
If that is amenable to Sniper, that is perfectly amenable to me.
I'll make it work.
Of course, if it becomes broken, it'll have to be replaced, but
Of course, and I'd be happy to arrange that if something does happen to it.
no, I don't see a need for us to use it within the next couple of weeks at the very least. None of our standing forces really use firearms at all. So, if you wish to borrow it, I don't see a problem with that.
Well, fantastic. We would. I appreciate your understanding and your generosity.
Well, he goes into the back room through a door that's clearly labeled evidence and comes back with the firing system. And goes, I believe this is it. I'm not sure how you would attach it or anything like that. I believe that is more, he kind of gestures to your
figure it out.
firearm. Yeah. As I understand it, it's a downtime activity that takes a couple of hours or something to attach it.
Oh yeah, I'm still reading through the Guns and Gears bit, but I think it'll only take me like a day.
Yeah.
At most.
Which is fine.
Because I gotta, clean out the thing, and then, essentially rebuild my gun from the ground up.
Oh
to
no.
accommodate this.
Or maybe
It wouldn't
build
take that long.
Or maybe build a gun custom for it. But
Go on.
it is as the two of you are kind of standing there and having a conversation, and now that the actual business is kind of done, you're just kind of small talk and flattery and swapping war stories.
Winking.
It's at that point a woman walks in, and she gets the lieutenant's attention and goes, Lieutenant, you have to help me with something. Yes, Solandia. What can I help you with? He goes, one of my couriers is overdue. I'm not sure what's happened to them, but this isn't like her. She usually checks in every couple of days. I only sent her up to Absalom and back again, and then she was supposed to do a delivery to some of the lumber camps to the north, and she hasn't come back.
Dear.
The lieutenant kind of narrows his eyes a little bit and he goes, well, the Absalom forces tend to do the patrolling on the roads, and with the lumber camps, they have their own private security. But we might be able to send out someone to help in the next couple of days. We're a little bit thin at the moment. The commander's out with maneuvers.
We could go take a look for you. Can I roll to recognize this lady? Is she a local?
Yep, give me a society check.
Society. Oh no, I have no idea.
Wow. Sniper, do you want to give it a shot?
The dice are not kind to me tonight.
Yeah, there's that.
Society. 21.
There we go. Because some of the materials that you need for your firearms are a little bit, well, you have to send away for some of them. You would recognize this woman as Aurelia Galantine of Galantine Deliveries, the premier delivery service here in Otari. She employs numerous people to send deliveries both up the coast. Also, she arranges deliveries across the water to other areas in Galarian. And she also organizes a lot of the logistics involved with delivering the lumber from the further north.
How far away is the lumber camp?
It's a couple of hours up the road.
I'm sure Sniper and Eliza and Tiberius and I could go take a look before we head back to the fishery.
the lieutenant he's kind of analyzing the situation. He goes, well, I mean, if you're willing to look into the situation and if it comes to something, I'm sure we can reimburse you for your efforts. You're helping out the guard for Otari here on this one.
Well, I would appreciate that. I'm sure my companions would as well, and it will give us a little something to do besides the drudgery of building.
Well, certainly. But no, we can certainly reimburse you for that. Aurelia pipes up and goes, "Oh no, absolutely. If something bad has happened to her, or hell, if she just needs some help, she has some sensitive packages on her. So if anything's happened to them, it could be disastrous."
Well, it would be our pleasure. And if you could mark the location of the lumber camp on our map. And if there's anything else, is there anything in the area that we should be aware of that you know?
Not that I'm aware of. Things have been pretty safe. There is some tension between the various different lumber groups. But otherwise, we haven't even heard much of banditry. She looks at the lieutenant. The lieutenant shakes his head and goes, "We don't have much of a banditry problem here in Otari. We have our own thieves guild. And they're very much invested in making sure that things run smoothly here."
Well,
Unionized Thieves Guild.
Yes,
right.
I'm thinking, I'm doing the math. I'm like, yeah, the Thieves Guild is
No.
making sure things run smoothly. And I'm like, most places aren't proud to have a Thieves Guild.
Okay, so I even looked up the information about Otari regarding their local thieves guild, and yeah, no, they have like this agreement or pact with the local garrison where it's pretty much you keep your messes outside the town and you're fine.
I mean, they've got a shrine to Caden in their guild hall, so they can't be all bad.
As far as the local law enforcement isn't concerned regarding the thieves guild, it's a case of they're not doing anything really bad. Like, they're rogues. They're not like assassins or truly evil people.
Nor Gorberites.
Ugh.
Yeah, we should look at getting better locks on our place and maybe, setting up some decent alarms because our fishery, our new house, is notably outside of Otari.
It's okay. We'll just
Oh,
have a
trust me,
representative
after
from the
one run
Thieves
in,
Guild.
they won't.
Yeah, we're funded enough that the Thieves Guild might look at us and go, that looks delicious.
Or they might
And when
just
we
show up
put a
and be
few
like,
bullets into them-
"So, have you paid your Thieves Guild taxes?"
Oh no, not taxes again.
Anyone here familiar with Discworld?
Oh, it's been
the
a while.
concept, yes.
Yeah.
The one shot I played in earlier this morning, there was a huge thing on taxes.
Oh god. But with the next task kind of set to check out the courier and perhaps an expedition underwater in your future, we might leave the session there for the day. As it is 11:30
Alrighty.
my time and it has been 3 hours. And I must admit, despite having the slight disconnection issues earlier, it's all ran rather smoothly.
Matt, how much were the books that I bought cost?
Oh, we'll discuss it off stream because I gotta double check some things.
Yeah, fair enough, but I should note that I named the romance trilogy and everything.
Nice. I will grab that information off of you though.
Yeah, I'll give it to the stream right now.
Yep.
Because it's the From Dusk Till Dawn trilogy. It's the epitome of modern, in quotation, romance written by the late Absalom Times bestseller Alice Hild. Book 1 is A Wish Upon Dusk, book 2 is A Blush of Twilight, and book 3 is A Sigh from Dawn.
Is this vampire trash?
No, it's not. It's just 3 stages of a one-night stand.
It
Oh
sounds
my
like
it's-
vampire.
It's 3 books about one night stand?
That must be one hell of a fucking night. And that doesn't end. Turns out they were in a pocket dimension the whole time, so
Turns
like
out-
the one night stand turned out to be like 50 years our time.
Turns out the main character is Ridge.
There could definitely be some fake shit going on in there. I didn't actually write the novels.
Oh, we're Vanessa Hoskins. She does romance novels for Galarian, doesn't she?
Yeah, Vellum and Lace. It's quite good.
Yeah. We might have to get her onto that. But we'll end the stream there. As I said, with our heroes got some tasks ahead of them, it'll be interesting to find out what will happen with this building or this vision that Eliza's had of the ocean building and what Nethys has to do with it. But if you want to find out what happens next, you'll have to tune in next week when we continue our adventures in Otari. But this has been Tabletop Obscura, presenting Troubles Menacing Otari for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT. I hope you have a good day, a good night, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, we are the storytellers. Also, for my dear friends in America, tune in tomorrow morning. I think the live stream will be starting at about...
9.
Is this stream starting at 9 or 40 was starting at 7 a.m.?
Sorry, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes. No
And
Nat
then,
One's his YouTube channel. He's starting a live stream at like 7 a.m. for the Kickstarter launch of Sinclair's Library, fucking finally at 9 a.m.
I know, right? No more delays. It's fucking
It's
coming.
happening.
And
It's
my anxiety level is through the goddamn roof.
yeah, no,
You're gonna do great.
As we get closer every hour.
yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight, in all honesty.
I think the
I might
Kickstarter's
not.
gonna go fine. I do.
You're
Oh
gonna
no,
be great.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it won't go fine. It's gonna go great. I'm just more like fan reception of some of the things I wish I could talk about in the book, and I might work on it a bit tonight.
Speaking of, I should mention that Hijinks is also going to be running an adventure I wrote for Sinclair's Library called The Curse in Daylight. So if you're not familiar with Hijinks, I sincerely suggest looking them up on YouTube. They're fellow Australians based in Brisbane, and they do a lot of content for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, but they're doing a very special run-through of the one-shot for Sinclair's Library.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Goblets and Gaze is also releasing a May 3rd tomorrow of their Curse of the Adventure.
podcast version.
Yes, it is going to go live tomorrow, and I think Eli from Deadly D8 is. Hey, that's my boss. I think we're dropping the interview tomorrow. I don't know. I'm tired. It's like
No,
That's all
that's
hell.
fine.
but we will. But Deadly D8 has a promotional video that we added, so check it out soon.
Oh, dice.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. That's all I just want to keep saying.
Yeah,
Tomorrow-
no, it's gonna be
tomorrow's gonna be-
exhausting. It's gonna be fine. But I will call the stream there. We're gonna raid someone, so if you want to stick around for that, I think we might raid Elderworm unless I find someone else. But as I said, hope you have a good day. We are the storytellers. Goodbye.